In designing ADP's program for accounting professionals, we realized that every practice is different. And that's why we've created really flexible options so accounting professionals can select how it is that they want to partner with a program that ADP has to offer to help them better serve their clients. In today's episode, I'm joined by Darren Root, co-founder of Better Everyday. And Darren, you have been instrumental in working with ADP in a variety of different ways. So welcome to today's
Oh,
episode.
thanks. I'm glad to be here, Heather.
Let me remind our listeners and put the three options out there on the table, and then we're going to jump into one specifically. But accountants have the opportunity, as they recommend ADP to their clients, to share in revenue. And it's been one of the fastest growing programs that we have. There is a second program out there where some accountants decide, hey, I want to do payroll, and they use ADP's best-in-class technology to process the payroll on behalf of their clients. And then the third option, if there are accountants out there that decide they don't necessarily want to offer payroll or do payroll anymore, there's an opportunity for ADP to come in, evaluate that business, and potentially purchase the payroll business from that firm.
Yep.
Now, you've been exposed to all of these options, and over time, I think you've found that there's been a fit uniquely for each of the firms that you consult with. So let's pick one today, and how about we talk a little bit about revenue share?
Okay.
I'd be curious of your thoughts of the benefits on the program and how it could be instrumental in creating consistent, ongoing revenue for firms.
I think every client of an accounting firm, Heather, is dealing with payroll in some form or fashion. So we talked about, two of those options were an accounting firm engaging in payroll in some form or fashion, and the third being to sell. I think when an accounting firm looks at where their revenue comes from, they need to increase as much recurring revenue as possible. So whether that is the one option that we're not talking about today, doing payroll for clients, or getting a rev share from that. So that rev share becomes really important. I have a lot of firms who actually they use both of those models. They may do payroll for some of their clients, leveraging one of your platforms, and they may outsource the remainder of those clients to ADP to do the payroll. And it's important that they get a rev share because this all comes back to monthly recurring revenue. And the more you can increase your monthly recurring revenue, the more valuable your firm becomes. And I think if you can increase monthly recurring revenue without actually having to do anything, that's even better. So you're leveraging your relationships and you're getting paid for that.
And also, when you look at the payment structure, it's beyond just payroll because as the needs of the clients evolve and there's additional suite of services that may be taken advantage of by the client, there's an opportunity for the accountant to earn additional revenue in each of those respective areas.
Yeah, I think that's where the accounting firm has to step back and say, what does it mean to holistically serve a client from a payroll perspective? And that may be getting their payroll done. It may be helping with the retirement plan, could be workman's comp. It could be a mix of all those things. It should be a mix of all those things. And the firm can get compensated on each of those pieces.
Good stuff, Darren. And I'd also like to share, just as an observation, it's nice to see what the firms do with that revenue. And so many firms, whether they reinvest back into the firm in technology, in their people, save for their retirement. There's a lot of different facets of what could be used with that revenue that continues to come into their practice. So thank you for your perspective on the topic of revenue share.
My pleasure.